And what a quartet, what a quartet. Coleman, world champion in 2019, to Bednarek, 4 silvers over 200 and never a relay medal. Could there be one for him now? Lindsay's a brilliant 200 runner. He's round the second bend, and then the third medal, and there's only one colour on his mind. Great team from Ghana. Azamati, semi-finalist last year, then to Amoa, and Saminu anchoring them home. African champions last year, the Ghanaians. Canada unchanged. Brown, Blake, Rodney and de Grasse. Blake made the semis. And then Rodney, so experienced, and so too's that man, Andre de Grasse. They raced so well as a team. He anchored them to golds in Eugene and last year in Paris. And listen to this. Yuki Koika, Yanagita, Kurui and Uzawa. They will be household names if they can replicate what they did in Rio in 16 with a silver, or what they did in London and Doha with back-to-back bronze medals. Australia second from the inside. Bond, Despard, Law and Browning. They call him the flying mullet. Browning was a semi-finalist 4 years ago in this stadium. And on the inside, the French, Ryan Zeze. On to Jeff Erius, European under-23 champion this year. What a second leg that'll be for him. And then Priam to anchor them home, looking pumped and ready. Allez les Bleus, the Jan Shrub fans have stayed around. France in 2, Australia 3, Japan 4, Canada 5, Ghana 6, USA 7, Netherlands 8, Germany in lane 9. What a story it would be for the host nation if their well-drilled quartet could somehow elevate them to the podium. Stranger things have happened, but it's an absolutely incredible quartet from USA. Coleman is a world champion. Bednarek is a multiple silver medalist. Lindsay's one of the fastest we've had over 200 metres at 19.71, and then Lyles' record speaks for itself. But the Canadians so often get it right. They are the Olympic champions. Canada in 5, USA 7, home hopes on Japan in 4. Final of the men's 4x1. The track action in Tokyo has been absolutely unforgettable. Who's having the last say here? Coleman's got out well. It's a decent change to Bednarek. The Canadians have some ground to make up here, but they've got the brilliant Jerome Blake. 2 to 3 is good for the States. The crowd roaring on Japan, but they're a little way down at the moment. USA from the Netherlands, but watch the Canadians with de Grasse. It's Lyles against de Grasse. The two champions over 200 metres, but Lyles is never to be denied his shining moment. He has the last word. An 8th world title for the biggest showman in the sport. De Grasse is on the podium again, a brilliant bronze for the Netherlands. It was tight on that last changeover, but that's when the American Lion roars his best. He loves the pressure, he loves the stage, and the Americans have rounded off a truly remarkable 9 days of track and field here in Tokyo. Gold to USA, silver to Canada, and bronze to the Netherlands. Not only the bronze, a national record as well, and in the pouring rain. What drama we've witnessed on this track. Achievements, finishes and upsets, and characters who will never ever be forgotten. Brilliant that the Japanese made the final, but they were nowhere close to the podium in the end. There was too much class ahead of them, and none more so than the rock star Noah Lyles, anchoring USA to yet another gold.
USA do the double here in the 4x100. They have done fantastic across the sprint events, and great to see Kenny Bednarek getting gold after his silver in the 200 and his 4th in the 100, and Ghana really put on a show here across the 2 rounds. Came mighty close to getting on the podium there. Certainly a team to watch for the future. And the Germans couldn't quite match the exploits of the female team, but a great 5th place for them. DNF and the Australians got it 3/4 of the way. See again, still so much water here. Second changeover here. So let's just have an eye on the last changeover, Rob, if you thought it might have been a little bit tight between Lindsay and Lyles. It's good. I think that was all right. And wonderful to see de Grasse back on the podium. This men's 4x1 for Canada. They're going to really struggle if any of them retire or pick up an injury, because it's just the same 4. They keep rolling out over and over again.
It's a familiar pose with a baton in his hand at the end of a great week of athletics. He was beaten by the better men in the 100, and he was good enough to admit it. Dutch delight with that national record, 37.81 in the pouring rain as well. Brilliant. 2 golds and a bronze, and it was 3 golds in Budapest. I think he's really important for athletics, Hannah, because, okay, sometimes, you know, he's a little bit overconfident. He realises that it requires a personality as well as ability to sell our sport and get people in America talking about track and field. He understands that and he harnesses that.
That's what we... Oh, wait, we'll go through the result of that.
Lyles takes his 8th gold, anchoring them home, relegating the Canadians, the Olympic champions, to silver. Netherlands, the bronze with a national record. A gallant effort from the Ghanaians, but they finish in 4th.